Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Lewis Speaks 2023, and today I want to talk to you all about the art of loving yourself. You know, our generation prides itself on the concept of self love. Everything these days is about loving yourself and how to love yourself and how to take care of yourself. And I think that's all well and good. But I think what's missing is the reality that loving yourself takes work. It takes work. There are days when you don't feel good about yourself. There are days when you actually beat yourself up. You know, your mind is your own worst enemy. There are days when you don't feel like getting out of bed. There are days when you just don't feel worthy and you feel like scum. And you really have to swim upstream and go against the grain, you know, just to fight, to love every part of you. And it's difficult. And I think what people really do not say when they talk about the art of self love, they don't tell you how hard it is. They don't tell you how much work it involves to genuinely love yourself. And so I'm here to tell you that today. I'm here to tell you that it takes an extreme amount of work to love and hold yourself. And I want to pose a question to all the viewers out there. I want to ask you something. When was the last time you really loved on yourself? When was the last time you did things that bring you joy? When was the last time you valued you? You appreciated you. What did you do to show yourself appreciation? What did you do to show yourself that you value yourself? What did you do to show yourself that you love yourself? I think oftentimes we want other people to love us because it's easy. You know, we outsource the work. We put the ball in their court. Here, you love me. Here, I've done all I could. Here, now you love me. It's like we just put that power in someone else's hands and that work in someone else's hands. And when they don't love us, when they don't love us like we feel we deserve, we oftentimes get angry with them. And we project our own dissatisfaction with ourselves onto them. I think the greatest mistake that anyone can make is expecting someone else to love you better than you do. You know, if you expect somebody else to love you better than you do, that is your first mistake. Because here you are, asking someone who does not know how you think, how you feel, how you act, asking that person to love you better than you do. It's a big ask and it's unrealistic. And it's that unrealistic expectation that I really feel ends most relationships, because we get angry with our partners, our friends, our family members when they're not able to love us in a real way. But the question is, are we able to love ourselves in a real way? And I mean genuinely. People say that they love themselves, but when the going gets tough, do they really love themselves or do they self-abandon? I know for years I had a pattern of self-abandonment. I always put my needs to the back burner. I always showed up for everyone else except myself. My needs were not important. I got the message growing up that my needs were not important and that in order for me to be valued, I always had to be in the service of someone else. And I realize that I'm here to tell you right now that that is a lie. You are not. And your value, let me just start again. Your value is not based on how well you perform for other people. Your value is not based on how well you are in the service of someone else. Your value is based on how well you show up for yourself. Your value is based on how much you love and honor yourself. And you have to ask yourself, what have I done today to show myself love? What have I done today? Have I outsourced my love and asked other people to give me what I need? Or have I taking that power back, taking that control back into my own hands, and actually did things that make me feel alive. You know, you have to ask yourself these questions. What makes you feel alive? What makes you feel full? You know? What things do you do to fill yourself up? To fill up your own cup? We're always asking everybody else to fill up our cup. Well, I pose a question to you. I put the ball back in your court. What things have you done today to fill yourself up? To fill up your own cup? Take a moment to think about that. Take a moment to breathe and think about that. And ask yourself, what things have you done? What things have you done to show yourself love? You know, because oftentimes we always expect other people to do all the work. And it is work. Loving yourself takes an extreme amount of work. You know, I realize that with a lot of people, if they could give up on themselves, they would. And many people do. They do give up on themselves. But my thing is if you give up on you, how can you expect another person not to? We oftentimes get sad and angry and bitter when other people abandon us, when other people don't think that we're worth staying for. But you have to ask yourself, do I think I'm worth staying for? And how do I demonstrate that in real time? What tangible things do I do to show myself that I'm worth staying for? And if we want to talk about, you know, growing up and how that affects you, oftentimes when you grow up with an inadequate caretaker or with inadequate parents, you learn how not to care for yourself. You know, in a healthy family system, you are taught at a young age how to love yourself. Your parents will get you up in the morning. They will encourage you to shower, bathe, take care of yourself. They'll teach you independence skills, activities for daily living. They'll teach you how to experience joy by exposing you to healthy activities, you know, exposing you to nature, exposing you to theme parks, exposing you to different places, you know, traveling and experiences, because they're showing you how to bring joy and how to fill yourself up. And that's the task of any parent, teaching your child how to love themselves. The task of the child is acquiring those lessons, gaining that knowledge, taking that knowledge and applying it and using it to fill up your own cup. Realizing that, okay, my parents have taught me self-love by how well they loved me. You know, now the ball is in my court. As a grown man, I realize it's my responsibility to love myself and prioritize my needs. I have got to prioritize my needs. Because if you don't, and that doesn't mean being selfish, that means keeping your cup full so that way you can offer others. You can't pour from an empty cup. You cannot give love if you first do not have it inside yourself to give. So you have to first make sure that it's inside of you. I need to make sure that I keep my love cup filled up. Because if my love cup is empty, I won't be able to give nothing to nobody except resentment, bitterness, hostility, anger, and that's doing no one any good. So my thing is the best thing you could do for yourself is keep your love cup filled up. Keep it full. And your caretakers, if they were inadequate, if they didn't show you how to love yourself, now the ball is in your court. Now you get the wonderful opportunity to explore what things keep you full. What things bring joy to your life? For me, it's spirituality, reading my scriptures, definitely listening to positive, inspirational, uplifting talks and sermons. What keeps my cup full up is nature. What keeps my cup filled up is poetry and writing. What keeps my cup filled up is travel. beautiful. I love traveling to different places. It's wonderful. What keeps my cup filled up is also theater. I'm a Renaissance man. I love the arts, painting, drawing, theater. Definitely, that keeps my cup filled up. You feel inspired. What keeps my cup filled up is exercising. The release of those endorphins post-workout, when you actually completed and conquered a workout, you feel amazing. That's what keeps you filled up. And so once again, everybody is different. Everybody has different things that they need in order to feel full. You have to identify what fills you up. And I think ironically also have to add to that list cooking. I realize that being able to make a recipe and seeing that come to fruition, being able to, it's almost like you're a magician and you're basically seeing your creations come to fruition. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. And so cooking fills me up. Ironically, it fills me up and it fills me up. So that's a beautiful thing. It's a win-win, you know, although you have to kind of monitor the cooking because you'll then blow up. So that's what the exercise is for. But yeah, just finding out what really fills you up and ways that you can love yourself, because I'm here to tell you that loving yourself, there are some days where it comes easily and then other days where you have to really, really work at it. You know, I think we're naturally inclined to think negatively, especially in the world in which we live. There's a lot of crazy things happening right now. And so trying to keep yourself uplifted and trying to keep yourself strengthened can be challenging. You know, trying to continue to have the motivation to love yourself, it can definitely be challenging. But once again, sitting in front of that mirror, providing yourself positive affirmations, outlining and highlighting your good qualities. You have to highlight each and every one of your good qualities. You have to keep yourself encouraged, especially if you are a single person. For all my singletons out there, you definitely have the task of keeping yourself. I definitely invite you to continue to maintain that resolve to actually love yourself, because it's challenging when you don't have that steady flow of encouragement. You know, those who are partnered, they definitely have someone there to provide encouragement. And even those who are partners, sometimes they struggle as well, because depending on the partner that you have, sometimes they just don't offer you those words of affirmation or that confirmation that you need. And so you definitely have to get that once again from you. You have to rely on you, you know, to give yourself that restructuring, that positive restructuring, that truth serum that you need. I call it truth serum because your mind at times lies to you. It tells you that you're unworthy. It tells you that you're inadequate. It tells you all these things, but that's a lie. You are more than adequate. You are worthy. You are strong. You are amazing. You are a powerhouse. You are created in God's image, and God don't make no junk. God never makes any junk. And so you have to believe that, and you have to know that, because that's the truth. There is your truth serum. You know, and you have to take that truth serum every single day, especially on those days when people and situations try to get you down. You know, there's a lot of people out here that will try to project their own feelings of insecurity, negativity. They'll try to project their own negative feelings onto you, and you can't accept that. That's their experience, and that's where your boundary system has to be well maintained and well placed and well intact. Because a lot of people out there will try to project their own stupidity. And so you cannot believe that. That right there is their lie. They want to believe their lie. They're entitled to believe their lie. You, today, here, July 5th, I'm giving you truth serum. This is the truth serum. You are worthy. You are more than capable. You are powerful. And they recognize your power. And so they're envious, they're jealous, they want to know what's the source, how they can get it. And they don't even want you to have it because they want to feel superior. But the thing about it is this: you have to know that you were created in God's image. You were created to be more. You were created to conquer, to overcome. You have every ingredient for your elevation, for your success. for your abundance. And you have to know that. That's the thing. You have to know beyond knowing. You have to know beyond knowing. Because if you don't know that, you're going to continue to put yourself in less than desirable situations. You're going to continue to feel unlovable, and that's the lie. You're going to keep on believing the lie, and it's going to perpetuate negative experiences into your life. Once again, short circuit the lie, take the truth serum, and realize that you are loved. You are loved because you love you. You are always loved when you love you. That's the thing. You are a self-fulfilling machine. You know? You replenish. You heal yourself. You love on yourself and you do the work. As long as you stay doing the work and committing to the work of self-love, you're always loved. That's what I realized, and that's the key right there. As long as I stay committed to doing the work of self-love, I am always loved. And that's how I prove to myself that I'm loved, because I'm here doing the work in the trenches, digging down, digging deep, going through it. And it's hard work. It's arduous work. I'm not going to lie to you. It is hard work to wake up on days when you just don't feel like it. You just want easy. You just want someone that's going to service you. Just service you and just give you love. You know, but once again, putting your love in the hands of somebody else, they're going to twist, confuse. They're going to definitely just misuse your love. And then going to try to offer it back to you all twisted up, busted up. And then you're going to be like, well, this is not the same love. This is not the love that I gave you. No, because the thing about it is this: we can offer love, definitely, but I realize I'm mixed about this next statement. But I don't think we ever give love. We let people borrow love. We let them check it out like books out of a library. We share love, but I don't think we give it. And so I'm going to toy with that idea for a minute. You know, but I'm thinking we really, you know, is love ours even to give? God is love. We can't own or possess God. We can share him. We can enjoy and experience him, but we can't own him. And so right now I'm going off in this existentialist tangent, but think about it is this. We share our love, you know? And we have to make sure that we stay full in order to be able to share. You can't share what you don't have. It's just that simple. So, once again, for all my self-lovers out there, for all the ones out there who are definitely striving every single day to love themselves. Every day they're facing different obstacles and they're surmounting those obstacles with grace and love in their heart. I say keep going. Keep proving to yourself that you are loved. Because the truth is you are. And every time you get up, every time you bathe yourself and take care of yourself and lotion your bones and honor yourself and cologne or perfume yourself down and brush your hair and groom yourself and love on yourself and go out into the world and share your gifts, you know, share your talents and your abilities and your knowledge. You're showing that you love yourself. When you go out there and you enjoy the experience and you really just immerse yourself in the beauty of the moment, you show that you love yourself. And it feels good. It feels so good when you really just love yourself. And so I just encourage everybody out there to try it. Just ask yourself this question: what have I done today to show myself that I love myself? You know? What can I do today to really fill me up, to fill up my loving cup? So once again, I hope this video was helpful. If it was, definitely put these suggestions into practice. Application is key. We can talk to a blue in the face, but it's time to actually apply the lessons. Try it today. Try it right now. Ask yourself that question and then begin to examine what things you need to do in order to feel loved. You know, what things do you need in this moment? Do you need? Not that this other person, that you. What do you need? So, I hope this video was helpful, y'all. And I thank you so much for listening. Peace.